Welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I'm Danielle DeTeach, or Coach Danny D, and I help women to create luxury brands by creating processes and tightening their branding. This is where we talk about how to build your business in a way that allows you to work with ease and enjoy your life. My happy space is spending as much time as humanly possible in my pajamas, and I want to help others to find their happy space while still running profitable businesses. So get comfortable and let's dig in. Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of the Profits in Pajamas podcast. If you're new to us, the Profits in Pajamas podcast is here to talk about living a lifestyle where you can work with ease and still have a profitable business. So, let's dig in today. Today's topic is aligning your lifestyle with your goals. So, making sure that the goals that you have and your lifestyle are in alignment with one another. I am Coach Danny D. I am the owner of Workflow. And with Workflow, I help small businesses build their luxury brands by working on their systems, their branding, so that they can reach their target audience, so they can have systems so that they can work with ease, which of course is a key component, and that they can have the lifestyle that they enjoy while also having a profitable business. So, aligning your goals with what you want to do as a aligning your goals with your actual lifestyle. The reason why this is so important and the reason why, I want to touch on this topic is because a lot of times we say, this is what I want. We talk about what it is that we want in life. We talk about the outcome, what that looks like, but we don't necessarily talk about what that exactly means for our day to day lives. And so when we look down at our lives, and if you've ever if you're in business, a lot of times people may have asked you to do like a time study where you're looking at where you're spending your time in your day. And the whole objective about doing a time study is that you are looking at your life, your day to day task, and comparing that to what your ultimate goals are. The reason why you do that is because it is to see if those two things are in alignment, which is what we're talking about today. So, if you were to do a time study, so let's say, and for those of you that are not familiar with it, a time study is basically where you just log for, sometimes they'll say for a day, sometimes they'll say for a week, 2 weeks. You just basically log hour by hour. This is what I did. 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 So if you log that without making any adjustments, that's the other key component to doing a time study. You don't want to make adjustments to make it look good. You want to actually look at, what did I spend my time on today? And you want to kind of do it hour by hour, because by the end of the day, you don't remember all of those things. So in most cases, you find, one, there's a lot of time that may be, wasted on things that don't really quite make sense. Um, you may be spending a lot of time on social media. You may be spending a lot of time on, watching TV or doing, some activity that's not pertinent to your goals. And you may be thinking, I don't have time, but really it's that you're spending your time in places that's not beneficial. Now, I do want to give the caveat, because I am a with ease person. I don't feel like every moment of your day should be scheduled, and I don't feel like every moment of your day should be quote unquote productive. I feel like you need downtime, you need rest time. That's important to the process. The thing that I would like you to look at, if you decide to go ahead and do a time study, is I want you to look at the tasks that you are doing and compare them to your life goals, your business goals. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you take that time and if you look at it, you most likely will realize that the things that you do on a day to day, um, on your day to day activities are not actually working towards those goals. So let's take it outside of business so that we can, I'm an analogies girl. I love analogies. Um, and let's look at it like, from the standpoint of weight loss. So if you say, well, my goal is to lose X amount of weight, and then you do a time study for 2 weeks. And in that time study, you find that you are, snacking during the day, that you're not moving or, being active, that you're eating foods that are not, healthy for you, then those things are not in alignment with the goal that you want. In life, a lot of times we spend a lot of time doing things that have absolutely nothing to do with our goals. So, we are trying to be a people pleaser. So we're, doing this thing for a friend, or we're doing this thing, at the school. We're doing all of these other things, but they have nothing to do with what we want and what in the goal that we want. And the goal doesn't always have to be a business goal. It can be a lifestyle goal. Like I truly believe that, Profits in Pajamas is a lifestyle. It's for me, it's pajamas. For you, it may be, flexibility to have lunch with your kids in the middle of the day. It may be going, on a beach vacation. It could be a lot of different things, but it's a lifestyle. It's having the ability to do those things, having the freedom to do those things. The first step to having that type of freedom is making sure that you're working actively towards that freedom. So, you'll hear me use the word strategic a lot. You'll hear me use the word intentional a lot. So you're making decisions that line up with your goals. And it's important not just to start along the trail of the lifestyle, but it's also important because it keeps you focused as you journey down the lifestyle. So for me, there's been a lot of times when there's been an opportunity, and I'm doing air quotes for the people that are listening on the audio and not the video. There have been a lot of times when there's been an opportunity that has come my way that if if I hadn't had my goals and my lifestyle in alignment, I might have gone for that opportunity, but ultimately it would have been frustrating for me because it interferes with my overall goal of being able to have time freedom. Because for me, that is what success looks like. Success to me looks like time freedom. So if I take on an opportunity that might be, not knocking the opportunity, but it's not an opportunity for me because it doesn't fit into the whole overall lifestyle. So it may be an opportunity, it may have money attached to it or what have you, but that opportunity may, like let's say, every once in a while I'll have someone send me uh, um a I don't even know what you call it anymore. It's been so long since I've been in the world of being employed. If someone will send me a job description every once in a while, I'll get a job description from someone. Oh, you would be perfect for this, and maybe I would. I don't know, but it's not in alignment with what my life goals are. So it's I might be perfect for it. It may be great money, but I'm not looking for an employment situation because that's not in alignment with where I am right now. So when you know what that is and what that looks like, it makes life a lot easier as well. It gets you focused, one, because now you start to pay more attention to, does this fit in? And if it doesn't fit in, then it shouldn't be made a priority. You shouldn't be spending a lot of hours on things that don't fit in. The other thing is, now it makes it, so much easier for you to govern your business because you know who you are. You know exactly who you are and who you're not. So those questions, those things that pop up that used to kind of like, you're like, should I, shouldn't I? That decision becomes a lot easier when you're clear on who you are. So take some time, sit down first and write down what your goals are, because a lot of times we have, certain, goals like, I want to lose weight, I want to make more money, I want to, all of this. We have those types of goals. But what is the big goal? What is the end game? What does success look like to you? Once you have decided what does success look like to you, then what are you doing actively in your life to get there? And what are you doing in your life right now that is a distraction from getting there? Because that's sometimes even bigger than what you're doing to get there, because you may be chipping away at the to-do list, but you may also be getting distracted by other things, by, every little thing that comes up that may be pulling you away from being focused on what it is that you are trying to ultimately do. So I want you to walk away today. I want you to sit down and I want you to really think about what it is that you want. What does success look like? Does success look like, corner office for you, and, you are the, CEO, and you are, hustling, bustling, of course, that's not what it looks like for me. I'm in my pajamas, but that may be what it looks like for you. And that's absolutely fine. Your success story is personal. It looks like what you want it to look like. So, what does that look like for you? What are you doing to get there? And it needs to be intentional and it needs to be consistent, because that's how you get there. It's not doing it once, it's doing it every day. A little something every day adds up to something huge. So, what is it that you want? What are you doing every day to get that thing? And how are you weeding out the distractions in your life that are keeping you from getting there? Because if it's not helping you to get there, it just doesn't belong. So, that's what I have for you on this episode. I can't wait to get back to you next week for another episode so that we can talk some more about the Profits in Pajamas lifestyle. I am Coach Danny D of Workflow, and I help small businesses to play big by helping them create luxury brands and the systems around those luxury brands so that they can work with ease. All right. See you next week. Thank you for listening to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I hope you got some great tips to start working with ease. Want to stay connected? Follow me at Your Workflow on Instagram. For more information about building your luxury brand, register for my upcoming luxury brand workshop at CoachDannyD.com.